Good morning, students. Today we will start a new topic, compound interest. So children, compound interest, we have 3 exercises in your book. We will just do the first and the second exercise. Last exercise you will cut, that is not coming this year in the exam. So we will just do the first exercise and second exercise. First exercise 2A, that we will do without formula. Second exercise we will do by using the formula. There are 2 methods. First is without formula, other is with formula. So you need to do both the methods. So first, compound interest. Till last year, children, you have done only the simple interest. Simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. Okay. So simple interest, we use these terms. First is principal or sum borrowed, that is denoted as P. Okay, so money borrowed is known as a sum or a principal. Second is interest. The extra money paid for using other money is called the interest. Third is amount. Amount is the sum of principal plus interest, and this is denoted as capital A. Next is the rate. Okay, rate is at what rate we have borrowed the money, that is denoted as R%. And time at the period for which the money is borrowed is known as time. It is denoted as T. Okay, so simple interest is P into R into T upon 100. This was a formula for calculating the simple interest. Similarly, now this year we will do compound interest. So as we know that in post office, banks or in other insurance companies which lend the money and accept the deposit, the method of calculating the interest is entirely different. Okay, they don't use this method, that is simple interest. They use the method of compound interest. That under this method, the borrower and the lender agree to fix a certain unit of time, say for 1 year or a half year or a 1 quarter, okay, to settle the previous amount. So in such cases, what they do, the interest received in the first year of the time is not given to the money lender. What they add that interest in the original principal, and the amount so obtained is called the principal for the second year, and the amount of this principal at the end of the second year becomes the principal for the third year, and so on. So in the simple interest, the principal rate and time remain fixed. Okay, but in compound interest, every year the principal changes. The amount of the first year will become the principal for the second year, and for second year the amount of the second year will become the principal for the third year, and so on. Okay, so the major difference between simple interest and the compound interest is that the principal remain fixed for the simple interest, but in compound interest every year the principal changes. Okay, the amount of the previous year will become the principal for the second year, and so on. So the difference between the amount and the money borrowed is called the compound interest. So compound interest formula is amount of the final year minus the original principal. Original principal means the principal that person has borrowed in the beginning. Okay, so this concept will be clear when we will do the question, children. So I'm taking the first question of your exercise. So question number 1, calculate the amount and compound interest on rupees 25,000 for 2 years at 8% per annum compounded annually. So first, principal is given 25,000, time is 2 years, and rate of interest is 8%. Now first we'll calculate for the first year. So first year, the compound interest we will calculate, same formula. This is a compound interest for the first year. Okay, so that is P into R into T upon 100. So principal is 25,000, rate is 8, and time period here we are calculating is for the 1 year. So it is 1 upon 100. So after calculating, we will see the compound interest is 2,000 rupees. Okay, now amount of the first year is principal plus interest of the first year, that is 25,000 plus 2,000, that is 27,000 rupees. Now this amount will become the principal for the second year. Now we will calculate the interest for the second year. So compound interest for the second year is, now here in the second year children, first see the principal is 27,000, rate of interest is same 8%, and time period is 1 year, because one year separately we are finding out. So compound interest for the second year is same formula, P into R into T upon 100. After calculating, we will see the interest for the second year is 2,160 rupees. Now the amount of the second year is principal of the second year plus interest. So this is equals to 29,160 rupees. Okay, so this is the final amount. And now we have to calculate the compound interest. There are two ways to calculate the compound interest. That is compound interest for the 2 years. So that is compound interest of first year plus compound interest of second year. So first year interest was 2,000. Second year interest was 2,160. So this is 4,160 rupees. Okay. And another is the direct formula, amount of the final year minus original principal. Both the formulas will give you the same answer. Amount of the final year was 29,160 minus original principal was 25,000. So that is equals to 4,160 rupees. This is the compound interest for 2 years. Please be careful. Compound interest for 2 years and compound interest for the second year. These two are the different things. Okay. So in this way, we will calculate the compound interest. So children, next question is question number 9. In this, the method is same. Only difference is the rate of interests are different for different years. Okay, so calculate the amount and compound interest on rupees 25,000 for 3 years compounded annually. The rates of interest for the successive years being 8%, 9% and 10% respectively. The method is same as the previous question. Only thing here, for different years, for first year, second year, third year, the rates are different. So we will calculate the compound interest for the first year, that is P principal 25,000. Time, first year rate of interest is 8%. Time period is 1 year, because we are calculating for one year separately, upon 100. So this is rupees 2,000. So amount of the first year is 27,000 when we add interest plus principal. Amount of the first year will become the principal for the second year. Rate of interest here is 9%. Time period is 1 year. So compound interest for the second year, same formula. When we will calculate, this is 2,430 rupees. And amount of the second year is principal plus interest of the second year. So that is rupees 29,430. Got it? Now similar same method for the third year. For the third year, the amount of the second year will become the principal for the third year. Rate is 10%. Time period is again 1 year. So compound interest for the third year is P into R into T. We'll put the values, and this is 2,943 rupees. So amount of the third year is principal plus interest, that is equals to 32,373 rupees. So amount of the 3 years is 32,373, and compound interest, final compound interest for 3 years, for third year and for 3 years, these are two different things. So that is either you add the compound interest of first year, second year and the third year, or you can use amount minus original principal. Both the ways you will get the same answer. So I am adding first year 2,000 plus 2,430 plus 2,943. So this is 7,373 rupees, or compound interest is amount minus original principal. Final amount was this. 32,373 minus 25,000. 7,373 rupees. Got it? So the amount for the 3 years is 32,373 and the compound interest for 3 years is 7,373. Next question is question number 3rd. A man invests rupees 10,000 for 3 years at a certain rate of interest compounded annually. At the end of 1 year, it amounts to rupees 11,200. Calculate the rate of interest and the interest got it in the second year and the amount at the end of third year. So see children, in this question, what is given? The principal is rupees 10,000. Time period is 3 years and the rate of interest is missing and amount at the end of second year is 11,200. So from here, amount and principal, we will get the compound interest of the first year. That is amount minus principal. So 11,200 minus 10,000. So it becomes rupees 1,200. So for the first year, compound interest of the first year is given, that is rupees 1,200. Principal is 10,000. Rate we don't know. Time period is 1 year. So put it in the formula of compound interest of the first year, P into R into T upon 100. So after putting and solving, we will see the rate of interest is 12%. So this is the first part of the question. Find the rate of interest. Now we have to find the interest of the second year. So in the second part, so for second year, the amount of the first year will become the principal of the second year. That was 11,200. Rate we know now, that is 12%. Time period is 1 year. So now we'll find out the compound interest for the second year. Interest got it in the second year means the compound interest of the second year. That is again P into R into T upon 100. So when we'll solve, we'll see compound interest for the second year is 1,344 rupees. Now the last part of the question is find the amount at the end of third year. Now for finding out the amount of the third year, first we have to find out the principal for the third year. Now we'll find out the amount occurred in the second year, that is principal plus interest. So this is 12,544 rupees. Now this for the third year, this amount will become the principal. So principal amount of the second year will become the principal for the third year. Rate of interest is same 12%. Time period is 1 year. So compound interest for the third year is 1,505.28 rupees. So this is a interest for the third year. Now amount is principal plus interest. So that is 14,049.28 rupees. So this is the amount at the end of third year. So next question is question number 6. Calculate the amount of rupees 30,000 at the end of 2 years 4 months compounded annually at 10% per annum. See children, in this question the method is same as the previous questions. Only thing here, the time period they have given 2 years 4 months. So what we will do, first we will calculate for the first year, then for the second year, and then for the last 4 months. Okay, and in 4 months we will convert 4 months into year. So that will be 4 upon 12 years. So let's start with the solution. So principal is 30,000 rupees. Rate of interest is 10% and time period is 2 years 4 months. 4 months means I'll convert it into years. So it will be 1/3 years. Okay, first we'll find out the interest for the first year. So for the first year, compound interest for the first year is same, P principal into rate into time period is 1 year upon 100. So this is rupees 3,000. So amount of the first year is 30,000 plus 3,000, that is 33,000 rupees. Okay. Now for the second year, the principal amount of the first year will become the principal for the second year. Rate is same, time is again 1 year. Now compound interest for the second year is again T into R into T upon 100. So that is 3300 rupees. So amount of the second year is P plus interest, principal plus interest, that is 36,300 rupees. Now this amount will become the principal for the next year, third year. So for third year, principal is 36,300 rupees. Rate is same, that is 10%, and time period is 2 years. We have already calculated. Time period is here 4 months. So we'll convert months into year by 4 upon 12, that is 1 by 3 year. Okay, put it in a compound interest formula for the third year, that is again P into R into T is 1 upon 3 upon 100. So this is 1210 rupees. So amount of the third year is principal plus interest. So that is equals to rupees 37,510. This is the amount at the end of 2 years 4 months. Similarly, children, if they have given 2.5 years, so first we'll calculate it for the first year, second year, and then for the half year. Okay. Yes, children, the next question is based on half yearly problems. So question number 12, find the amount and compound interest on rupees 64,000 for 1.5 year at 15% per annum compounded half yearly. So whenever half yearly type questions comes, entire method is same. Only difference is in this case the rate will be half and time will be double. So see, in this question the principal is rupees 64,000, time is 1.5 years, so it becomes 3 by 2 into 2, that is 3 half years, and rate percent will be 15 by 2%. So for the rest of the method of calculating the interest is same as the previous questions. So for the first year the principal is 64,000, rate is 15 by 2, and time period will be 1 year. Okay, so compound interest for the first year is, we'll put the values in the formula and calculate. So that is rupees 9600 upon 2, that is rupees 4800. So amount of the first year is 68,800 rupees. Now this amount will become the principal for the second year. So for second year the principal is rupees 68,800, rate percent is 15 by 2, and time is 1 year. Now the compound interest for the second year is, that is rupees 5,160, and amount of the second year is principal plus interest, that is rupees 73,960. In the same way we'll calculate it for the third year. Amount of the second year will become the principal for the third year. Rate and time will remain same as the previous steps. So compound interest for the third year is 5,547. So amount of the third year is 79,507. So this is the amount of the third year, and now the compound interest for the all 3 years will be amount minus original principal. So compound interest is amount minus original principal was 64,000. So that is rupees 15,507 rupees. So this is the final amount and compound interest. And children, question number 4th and 5th, these type of questions has been deleted this year from the syllabus, so you have no need to do question number 4th and 5th, and rest all the questions are similar to these kind of questions, so please practice the first 13 questions. Thank you.